Excited because I am here with Vanessa Lachey. How are you?
I'm good, Christina. How are you?
I'm good. You're like bringing in fall with this outfit. I love it.
I'm trying. There's no kids, so I can wear a dry clean only outfit.
Yes, exactly. And speaking of kids, you are in town raising awareness for something that is near and dear to your heart, right?
In a roundabout way, near and dear,
Right.
because the actual virus is not near and dear.
Right, but something that you have
no,
experienced.
I'm messing with
you.
So yes, October is RSV Awareness Month, and it basically is making people aware, and I want to help educate them that November to March is peak season for RSV. And what RSV is it's a common contagious seasonal virus that gives you symptoms like a cold or a flu, and almost 100% of children 2 and under will get this virus, but it's when it comes in contact with high-risk babies that it can be super severe. And Phoenix, our youngest, was born 30 weeks premature. So he's considered high risk. Anything at or before 36 weeks gestational age is high risk, as well as those with heart and lung conditions are high risk as well. And basically, it had taken over his respiratory, and he was coughing, wheezing, he had rapid breaths, a little bluish around his fingernails and lips. And I had asked multiple doctors, I even asked one of them, can we check him for RSV? And she was like, oh, he doesn't have it. So we just kept continuing on thinking it was a cold, you know, just a common virus. And finally all my mommy genes kicked in. I'm like, this is not right. We were overseas on our New Year's vacation. We flew to Florida, and we don't live in Florida, we live in California. Went straight to a hospital, and they ambulanced him to NICU, and his oxygen saturation level was in the 70s. It's supposed to be 100.
Okay.
So it had taken over because his lungs, in preemies, they're not fully developed, and their immune systems are weak. And I was at the hospital with him for 6 days. And I just, I remember sitting there laying with him as he's in this little incubator next to me on a breathing machine going, how did I not see this coming? How did I not know this? I'm so prepared. I like to think that I'm type A OCD. And when you have a preemie, you really want to educate yourself on everything that comes along with having a preemie. But it's because people don't talk about RSV. And people talk about the flu, but RSV actually is the leading cause of hospitalizations as well as infant deaths, which is a sad statistic, more than the flu. So why aren't we talking about it more, you know? And so I partnered with AstraZeneca, and I'm super proud of being here today to talk to you, and we've been going around New York and just trying to spread awareness and education.
That's great. Yeah, Michelle is saying people need RSV awareness. She's a mom of 3, and she worries each year.
Every year, I mean, I thought it was a condition. I thought it's like, oh, you can either be born. I know that sounds really close-minded, but it's because I didn't know what it was. And so people who don't know fully what it is, go to rsvprotection.com, educate yourself on it, and it is a common virus. You're going to get it. Like I said, 100% of kids between 2 and under are going to get it, but those high-risk babies aren't going to handle it as well. So if you have a high-risk baby, you can ask your pediatrician or healthcare provider, is my baby high-risk? You're going to have to take a little more measures. But honestly, a little more extra loads of laundry, a lot more antibacterial soap, and wiping down toys and sneezing and coughing into tissues is worth it, as opposed to spending a week in the hospital.
That must have been a terrifying experience for you and your family.
We were in a city that we weren't from, and we had no other family or friends there. And honestly, for me, like even now when I'm talking about it with you, and I've talked about it all day, it's like you're brought back to when he was in the NICU. When he was born, he was there for 6 weeks, and then it was literally a year to the month. And I'm back in there, and I'm thinking, how come nobody told me this? I was in a hospital for 6 weeks with my baby, and nobody said anything. And so
that's what's so frustrating.
I beat myself up for a while, saying I should have asked, I should have known. And instead of doing that, I did something about it. Like I said, by having this partnership and hoping to raise awareness to mommies and daddies out there to educate themselves and just learn about it.
Definitely. Fans are asking if you'll have any more Lachey babies. Sorry to get so personal so quick.
Wow. That's always a loaded question, because I'm like, we're married. Does that mean are we actively trying? What does that mean? You know, honestly, we have no plans for a 4th, but we had no plans for a 3rd, and he's the best thing that's happened to us other than our first 2. And he was like the missing piece of the puzzle. It'd be hard, like things would change, cars would change, we'd probably have to get one of those like Sprinter vans. be back in diapers again.
Right.
And then if it's another boy, then the boys outnumber the girls. Then we go for 5. And then,
yeah, there's always questions.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you never know.
Of course.
Right now, we're super content with 5.
Yeah.
And I remind my husband of that all the time.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
good, right?
And how is Phoenix feeling? Is he totally fine?
Thank goodness
Yeah.
he is. It was definitely a scary time. And when he was discharged from the hospital, it wasn't just like that. You know, in fact, we had to stay there for a little while because your lungs are still, you can't get on an airplane.
Yeah.
That's, again, things that you don't understand until you're in it. You never fully want to learn about it until it's too late, until it happens to you. And I want to change that by having people really educate themselves before.
Yeah.
It's prevention is what's critical now, especially November to March when it's, you know, at high season. He's great.
Good.
He's the spunkiest of the 3. Honestly, from birth, being a preemie at 30 weeks, I was like, well, he wanted to make sure that we knew he was coming on Christmas
On
Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
And everything he's done since then, he's basically been like, Mom, just making sure that I'm keeping tabs on you, that you're going to
keep you on your
me
toes.
at the forefront of your brain, and he does.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah, he loves saying Mama, Dada, car, and Coco.
Nice.
The movie.
You have to watch that on repeat?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. I would sing for you right now, but I don't want the viewers to actually turn
Turn it off.
Turn off the stream. So.
What is it like having 3 children under the age of 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camden just turned 6, Brooklyn's 3, and Phoenix is 1. It's nonstop.
Chaotic.
But honestly, it's like a beautiful chaos. It's something that Nick and I were prepared for. He's, well, why would we lie? There's the internet. He's going to be 45 November 9th. I'm going to be 38 November 9th. Yes, the same birthday.
Yeah, same day.
And we're at that time in our life where we were ready for kids. We had dated for 5 years before we got married. We had set a foundation. We traveled the world. I got to work on MTV and go to album release parties and concerts.
Sure.
And now I get to be mom and raise little people. And I feel like this is the time that I'm supposed to do it. This is the time that we together as a family are enjoying every minute of it. And thank goodness for him, I'm able to still be creative with work and be a mom. And what I mean by that is I allow him, but also he allows me to go out and be a working mom and know that I can leave my kids guilt-free. What I mean by that is he's at home right now changing diapers, love you, baby. And I'm here. And then vice versa when he goes on tour. I'm not going to take anything from November to December, so I'm home with the kids. It's definitely a partnership, and we juggle a lot, but I commend single parents out there.
Sure.
Whenever I see a mom at the airport with like 3 kids, I just want to hug her and give her toys and take one of the babies, but then they'd probably think I was like creepy, right? I literally want to say, can I hold your baby just to give you a break? But she'd be like, don't touch my baby. So it's definitely the hardest job I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding and best job I've ever done.
I think that's so important that you guys give each other that space to kind of be creative and have you know your own opportunities. Would you say that maybe that's like one of the secrets to your successful marriage?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I think, oh, sorry, audio. I just smacked the mic. I think that, thank you for saying it's a successful marriage, because I still see it as a working marriage. And I don't mean working like job working, but we have to constantly work at it. And I think that's what makes it work. And I was just telling my girlfriend last night that we don't just settle or run. We go head on with the problem. We communicate, we talk things through, and we listen to the other person. Maybe he listens a little more than I do, but that's because he's a lot more patient. And we try to understand where the other person's coming from and always keep an open mind, but never give up. You know, we both know exactly what we want out of life and out of our family, and that's each other. So we're going to make it work.
Yeah. Do you guys ever watch the music video where you met?
Yeah.
Do you?
I just shot a movie in Vancouver, and I texted him clips, and he's like, wow, lonely night? I'm like, no, babe, somebody asked me today about how, you know, when we first kind of really met. And it's cute because I think he still looks the same.
And
then when I see him on...
I mean, you both do.
Yeah, he doesn't age. When I see him on tour, on stage, I definitely still get those, like, groupie vibes.
Do you?
Husband, and then I remind myself, we go home and, you know, we'll eat takeout and have 3 kids and sit on the couch and watch Netflix. But when he's on stage, it's still like,
yeah, you still get those butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What is life like on tour? Do you guys go on tour together, or is it?
We don't. We did when he was on his solo tour. Excuse me, it wasn't his solo tour because we didn't have kids then. When he was on his tour with Boyz II Men and New Kids on the Block, I was like, I'm coming.
Oh, yeah.
Phoenix Camden was 4 months, and this is like the ultimate dream for me, Boys to Men and new
100%.
kids. So we actually went on the tour bus. They converted, it was Gwen Stefani's old tour bus, and one of the bunks was made into a crib, so the whole family can go. But this is different. There's 3 of them. They have the comforts of their home, of school, friends, so it's nice to be home. And then it's nice for him to come home to that.
Definitely. I saw the video that you posted of your daughter with Nick when he was
Daddy's
singing to
girl.
her. Is she 100% Daddy's girl?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm all about it because I think personally, and I don't, everyone has their own opinion, but I personally believe that a big part of a strong young woman and is the foundation of a strong father and man. And when she can see that he can support his family not only with working as hard as he does, but also emotionally be as soft as he is, and still give me hugs and kisses and tell me I love you and change Phoenix's diaper. She sees all that. She's very aware, and so she knows there's good men in this world.
Yeah, she has them wrapped around her finger. Yeah.
Oh, she does. She does. But at the same time, the boys have me wrapped around, so we're even.
Yeah. Does your little one try to keep up with Camden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Is it?
It's really funny.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he wants to do everything Big Brother does.
Yeah. What kind of family traditions do you guys have?
The day after Thanksgiving, we always decorate for Christmas.
Nice.
That used to include White Russians.
Nice.
That changed with kids because you don't want to be drinking and setting up the tree. Yeah. So now it's hot cocoa with marshmallows. Why do kids always love hot cocoa with marshmallows?
I don't know.
But they don't drink hot cocoa.
No, they don't.
Because it's hot.
Right.
They don't want it.
Yes.
I think some cartoons somewhere put this into kids' heads, and then it's just in their DNA. And then now I started a tradition because Phoenix's birthday is Christmas Eve of doing a family gingerbread house.
Nice.
And on Christmas Eve, we put a candle on it, and that will be his cake.
Oh, I love that.
So we see it for the whole season, and then on Christmas Eve, he blows out the candle, and then we all get to eat it.
Nice. Very nice. That's
so
great.
It's like twofold. But yeah, just that and hanging out as a family.
Yeah.
Listening to Daddy's music.
That's great. Do you guys listen to a lot of the music all the time? All the time? That's
There's
great.
actually, if you guys are awake and bored, if you want to troll my Instagram page, from last Christmas season, it's the funniest video I have ever seen of my daughter. She's helping me cook in the kitchen, and all of a sudden his song comes on.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, yeah, Daddy!"
Like, that's amazing.
Who are you? You're the cutest thing in the world.
Right.
They just call it Daddy's song. I want Daddy's song, and then I have to guess.
Yeah.
Because their favorite song, not on the Christmas album, is Sunshine After the Rain. Their favorite song on the Christmas album is Season of Love.
Okay.
So, Daddy's song.
Aww.
Holiday or old school? Which one are we doing?
That's so great. So they kind of get it, what he does.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really cool to watch.
That's awesome. Yeah, Michelle is saying you both talk so highly of each other in interviews. Love it.
Thanks, Michelle.
And I know cooking
Should I talk bad about him?
Yeah, just say something. What is
see.
one bad thing about him?
Gosh, that's honestly, it's a tough one because he was a great guy.
Any pet peeves?
Yes.
Yeah.
He, just two.
Just two.
He chews his fingernails.
Okay.
And he does it when he's nervous. So, with the World Series and basketball, there's always something going on, whether it's football, basketball, NASCAR, tennis. There's always something. So he's always chewing. I think it's an audio thing for me because then I hear and I look at him and he stops. He's like, I'm nervous. And then gum, like right when he puts it in, he puts in 2 pieces and it's so loud. I'm like, how's your gum taste? Because it sounds good from here.
Sounds good.
But that's it. I mean, if those are my pet peeves, he doesn't play video games, he doesn't gamble. Yeah.
What would he say is his pet peeves for you?
That's a loaded question. You can ask him next time he comes.
I will. I will. And I know cooking is something that you guys do together, correct?
I cook and he cleans, which is like the best deal.
Yeah, that is a good deal.
I do enjoy cooking.
Yeah, and I know that you are a part of Top Chef Juniors, which I love. That show is fantastic.
Season 2.
Season 2, yeah. Is it? I mean, it's got to be so amazing watching these little guys. Like
it's inspiring.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got to be so fun. Do you bring any of their recipe tips home with you?
I try to.
Yeah.
And I say, if a 12-year-old can do it, I can do it. And then I get home and it doesn't quite come out as well as theirs did, but it is definitely inspiring and fun to try to think in the mind of a young chef.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because they're not jaded yet. They still have their bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about cooking, which is ultimately what you want in the kitchen.
Sure. Do your kids help you in the kitchen at all?
Brooklyn does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves to be in there with me, and I got our little tower, and it's really fun. And I think about when she's older, and I wonder if these are the memories she'll remember, cooking with mommy in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, no, that is. It's good to create these memories early on. Tracy is saying, how do you keep your skin so beautiful?
Thank you. That's really sweet. I think there's a lot of bright lights, and this was hours of makeup.
No.
You know what? Honestly, I don't wear makeup when I'm not working. I think that helps, and I wash my skin every day.
Sure.
So I exfoliate, I wash, I moisturize every day before bed, and I think that helps. Anything you do consistently will help give you clear skin. It doesn't matter what product you use. If you just do it every day, you'll surprise yourself.
100%. And do you guys have any Halloween plans? Are you together as a family-themed costumes?
Actually, Nick is on tour. I should know the city because I should give a shout out. So you guys get him on Halloween this year.
Okay.
So we are going to be a Halloween family costume minus him, but there'll be plenty more.
Yeah, 100%. And Mandy is asking, do you sing, and would you and Nick do a holiday duet?
I sing in the shower. I sing in my car. I sing to my children. I don't think people would want to buy that voice. Although I'm like, auto-tune now,
right?
But
totally.
He genuinely is like, he started in a cappella with 90 Degrees, so he's a really good singer.
Do you ever get into the studio and just mess around?
I did for a movie once, and they were like, okay, great, thanks. And if we can't use your vocals, we'll just dub it. And then when the movie came out, I was like, they used a double.
They used a double.
They didn't like my voice. So,
that's amazing. That's so funny. And what's next? What do you have coming up next? I know you have Top Chef Junior.
Yeah, well, we wrapped that. Honestly, I know it's why I'm here, and we've been running around like crazy with work, which is a good thing, and with the family because Camden's now in kindergarten. But I took time to come away because this is so important to me to raise RSV awareness and to just get the word out and tell everyone to go to rsvprotection.com, educate yourself, and DM me, tweet me, Facebook me, ask me questions. I want to be a sounding board for you. I don't know if I can answer them all, but hopefully most of them, and just sharing my story is most important to me right now because it was not a fun time. And even reliving the story just a minute ago, I just hope nobody has to go through that.
Yeah, no, and that's why it's so important you're getting the word out, which I think is so great.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Jason's asking one last one, favorite 98 Degree song?
Oh, that's a tough one. The one in our family is definitely Because of You. It's all because of you. But I don't know. Like Una Noche is a good one because they were all like shirts off and dancing around like the ruins of Mexico. Although the one with Ali Landry where it's I Do Cherish You, he full on like had his shirt off and he was greased up and he was stoner. That's a good one too. I can't pick just one.
Least favorite? I don't want to get you in trouble, but
I don't think I have a least favorite. Actually, I probably do because I found old cassette tapes and I was like, what is this? It was definitely X-rated. He's like, we tried a demo, it didn't work out. But nobody knows about that one. But it definitely was the guys like a lot of, hey baby, 98 degrees here. Yeah, it was very early 90s.
I love that. I love that. Vanessa, thank you so much. And again, tell everybody where they can get more information on RSV.
You guys can go to rsvprotection.com or again, just tweet, DM, or Facebook me. I would love to answer some questions and help out. But please educate yourself and just be aware and have a happy, healthy holiday season.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
I love that you just...